going on, everyone? It's Craig, certified technician here at ApplianceVideo.com. And today we have this Whirlpool microwave, and I'll be showing you how to go through the touch panel and ACU test, as well as taking a look at those couple error codes that could be stored inside this unit. But before we get too far, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's jump right in. Entering diagnostics on this unit is relatively simple. You'll simply want to press cancel, cancel, start, and then your LEDs should illuminate, showing you that you have entered diagnostics. Now, as I stated before, this is a ACU and touch panel test. So there are going to be some key functions that is specifically a touch panel test and will just show numbers on the screen as well as beeps showing you that the buttons work. But then there are also some keys that actually operate loads on this unit. So let's go through the touch panel portion of the test. There are numerous keys that correspond with different numbers. So some of the options you may have will be as follows. You could press the timer 5, cook 6, turntable 9, reheat 24, frozen entree 31, defrost 25, AccuPop 29, and 0 will show 10. The next portion of the test is the ACU test. Also in test mode, this is going to be activated by pressing different numbered keys. So an example, if I press 1, this is going to show CL on the display. CL is for a cavity lamp check. Inside, your cavity lamp should be illuminated. If it's not illuminated, there's a high probability that the issue is either within the bulb or socket or within the main control board. Pressing 2 will simply show 11. Pressing 3 will show HF1 for a hood fan on medium speed. During this test, you want to listen for any type of noises, making sure nothing is obstructing or inside that fan. Also, just make sure that it's blowing the air out in the proper direction that you have it installed. If it is not blowing it out correctly, the problem is probably within the fan motor. Pressing 4 should show 8 on the screen. Pressing 5 will show 1233 on the screen, and this is a standby power check. During this check, you just want to make sure that the screen shows 1233. Of course, this board is programmed to have a dimmer setting during the nighttime, and obviously that setting could be bad. If it is not showing on there correctly, the problem is probably within your board. Jumping to tests 6 and 7. 6 will show HLH1, and 7 will show HLLO. The HLH1 for 6 is indicating that you have a hood light on high level, or the HLLO for the hood light on low level. During the 6 and 7 tests, what you want to look for is the lights on the underside to either be bright or dim. If your lights are not functioning properly, the problem is probably within either your bulb and socket or within your main control board. The next 2 tests would be keys 8 and 9, 8 being HFH1 and 9 being HFLO. HFH1 stands for hood fan on high speed. HFLO stands for hood fan on low speed. During this test, you want to make sure that your hood fan motor is working properly, the same as you did previously. Check for airflow, make sure it's shooting out, and make sure you do not hear any noises. If there's an issue with that, you're probably going to need to replace the fan motor. And that brings us to the end of the ACU test. Simply by pressing cancel, you will check to make sure that button is working properly and cancel out of the test mode. Exiting out of test mode, you'll see obviously we did not go through any faults portion of this. That's because the faults arrive in real time on this unit. There are 3 different fault codes you may find in here. 1 corresponding to the touch panel, 1 corresponding to the microwave relay, and 1 corresponding to the actual exhaust fan motor. The touch panel error code will be an F2E1. If this happens, make sure you take your console off and check those ribbons that plug into the main control. If you need to clean them up a little bit, use a little bit of contact cleaner, clean the edges, put it back in. If you're still getting that error code, the chances are you'll need to replace either your console or your main control board. The microwave relay will throw an F1E4. If this is the case, first unplug your unit, plug it back in, see if it'll reset. If it doesn't reset, your problem is probably within your main control board again. And this will bring us to the final error code, which is an FAE5. This is for a temperature problem within that ventilation system. If this pops up, take your microwave down, make sure your fan motor is working properly, and make sure it's routed to exhaust properly. A lot of times what I'll see when this pops up is that the actual exhaust is not installed properly, and for whatever reason is blowing air inside the cabinet, causing this error code to pop up. And that's it. That's all I got on this unit. Make sure you unplug it for about 5 minutes to reset it. And if you do need this tech manual, you can obtain it by either going to the manufacturer's website or posting it into the repair help section on ApplianceVideo.com. YouTube, please do me the solid. If you feel this video is helpful, make sure you like and subscribe. And as always, I'll catch you next time.